At an international air show in southern Russia, a helicopter crashed near the airport runway. Unfortunately, 2 people died and another was injured.
Video shows the moment the Jeju Airlines passenger jet touched down in Muon, South Korea, the belly of the jet skidding on the tarmac before it slams into a concrete wall, exploding into a fireball. Flight 2216 was carrying 175 passengers from Bangkok, Thailand.
This NASA aircraft was definitely not supposed to land like this.
Dios mío. Dios mío, Dios mío.
South Korea's finest moment on the world stage. It's a symbolic flame, one the government hopes will be eternal. The Army enlists 3 of their top pilots to put the flame in place. But because of the excessive weight, anything but ideal conditions can send things spinning out of control. The chopper splits in 2, plummeting to the concrete bridge like a Hollywood stunt. Half the craft erupts into flames. The rest sinks to the bottom of the Han River.
Michael James was the pilot tapped on the shoulder by a passenger who knew in that split second they were on a collision course.
The fateful Moscow landing that shocked the world is now being haunted again. On May 5th, 2019, an Aeroflot plane was hit by lightning while en route to Murmansk and forced to make an emergency turn.
A violent fight broke out on an EVA air flight due to a dispute over a seat change, forcing the flight attendants to intervene. This guy seems to have some mental health issues. Is he afraid of flying and losing his mind?
In 2005, a JetBlue Airlines Airbus A320 made an emergency landing with its front landing gear stuck at a 90-degree angle. The plane landed at a speed of 222 kilometers per hour, and the pilot tried to keep the nose gear off the ground for as long as possible. Upon touchdown, a shower of sparks erupted, but fortunately, no fire broke out on the aircraft.
Easy, 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 easy! Oh my God! Chili!
Dubai is the only place where a swimming pool on a skyscraper overlooks a terrifying 77-story drop. The F-22 Raptor delivers a breathtaking display at the Oshkosh Air Show, performing maneuvers that seem to defy physics.
Cover your ears, Dad. Trust me.
Here's a rare and powerful spectacle, an F-18 flying supersonically right past a U.S. aircraft carrier. The fighter jet breaks the sound barrier, creating that impressive sonic boom that hits the crew on deck. A pure adrenaline moment for these sailors witnessing the raw power of their naval aviation.
I love seeing people come up with creative new ways to jump out of planes.
Again, I need to offset a little bit to the right.
So to your third contact.
Copy, clear contact. Okay, so I just need to slowly drive forward, not scare anybody. Him, me, or anyone else. Almost there.
Contact.
How much fuel?
We are at 18-1.
NASA aviators maneuver an F-15 into a precise formation for an aerial refueling test during flight operations.
Okay.
A tense moment unfolded when an R-44 helicopter suddenly lost control and plunged toward the ground before crashing into thick snow. Fortunately, both people on board survived and walked away safely after the incident. SpaceX Starship launches always deliver a breathtaking spectacle, leaving anyone who witnesses them in awe.
Remarkable footage shows a biplane flying at 200 miles per hour coming within 2 feet of hitting a man on a runway. His friend was filming him doing stunts on a quad bike when the plane swooped past, barely missing him.
While coming in for landing, this Osprey military helicopter was suddenly hit by a strong gust of wind. The tilt threw it forward, damaging its rotors, but fortunately everyone on board was safe.
What is he doing on the wing of a plane midair? No safety harness, no way out. This is the true definition of flirting with death. Would you dare to try?
Drop it! Come on! Don't take your video! Step on the way! On the way!
Holy. Oh my God!
SF-86 Sabre, North American ya de caza bombardeo.
That pilot just unlocked expert mode. Flying that low and that close, absolutely insane skills.
Woo! Ha ha!
At the CIAF 2021 Air Show in Slovakia, the Slovak government showcased two of its aircraft, the Airbus A319 and the Fokker 100. Both jets performed impressive flybys and maneuvers during the event.
This is how fighter pilots are ejected from their seats at 100 feet per second.
After completing all the safety checks, this pilot is going to be surprised by the turn her little adventure in the skies will take.
Leave a comment with number 1 if you want us to collect more amazing airplane videos in future episodes.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. What the fuck? Oh my gosh!
Florida beaches don't get dolphins, they get Blue Angel flybys.
In support of breast cancer awareness, these expert aviators coordinated a massive 49-plane flyover during a sporting event. In Hungary, this JAS-39 Gripen appears to be spiraling out of control with flares firing, but it's actually a choreographed maneuver. The skies over the UAE are illuminated as an Etihad airliner traverses the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, flanked by Al Fursan jets trailing the national colors. From barrel rolls to knife-edge passes, this pilot is essentially flaunting his expertise at this point. That weightless sensation is caused by a plane making a steep descent, simulating a brief period of zero gravity for the passengers. Engineering students from Japan test the boundaries of human-powered aviation with their sleek green glider. They could work on the landing, though. You realize the Su-27 is a massive piece of machinery when it takes the world's largest helicopter, the Mi-26, to airlift it.
feet, guys. Brakes down, looking good. 4,000 feet max. So we're looking good.
Yeah, looks good.
In this scenario, the laws of gravity seem more like mere guidelines. In Costa Rica, a DHL cargo jet skids off the runway and breaks apart during a botched landing attempt. The Yak-52 demonstrates a torque roll, a move where the aircraft spins using the engine's rotational force.
Oh my God.
It was technically a safe height according to the guidelines, but still low enough for some idiots to smack their faces on it.
This was supposed to be a simple helicopter lift. Instead, it became a terrifying crash right next to the workers.
36. Pretty cool.
Viewing from a Boeing 787 over the ocean, you can see other massive aircraft following the same high-altitude flight paths. In Canada, a vintage PBY Catalina gracefully takes flight from the surface of a lake. They claim skydiving transforms your perspective on life, and it's quite evident he hit the ground as a completely different person. I'm curious what led to that car being airlifted and dropped like that. Luckily, it was empty. High above the Atlantic, a group of F-22s assemble behind a tanker for a mid-air fuel transfer to extend their mission. This is a perfect demonstration of military precision in the air. Every year, planes are used to restock fish in remote mountain lakes across Utah that are otherwise unreachable.
Congratulazioni lo stesso.
This glider pilot executes a perfect landing in Italy despite the rainy conditions. I was under the impression only F-35s could hover or move backward. Carrier-based jets deserve far more credit.
Easy, 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 easy! Oh my God! Chili!
Oh, look at the sparks.
Amazing piloting the aircraft, landed safely in Sarasota after losing a wheel.
It's down, they're down. Eita,
So this small plane literally went down right in front of someone's house in Roy, Utah. And thankfully, the neighbors rushed out immediately and helped get the pilot to the hospital.
Yeah. He's in the dirt.
Oh wow. That landing didn't go as planned. The plane actually flipped, but thankfully, the pilot is okay with just minor injuries. He experienced engine trouble, which meant the aircraft couldn't generate enough lift. As a result, he had to perform an emergency landing in the snow. Fortunately, the snow acted as a natural cushion.
Here's a fun fact. Stratolaunch, the world's widest airplane, was built to carry rockets into space.
No freaking way!
In the Antarctic, a Boeing 737 operated by an Icelandic crew touches down on the blue ice runway at Troll Airfield, delivering researchers to the frozen frontier. A Lufthansa A380 is greeted by a military escort to celebrate its inaugural touchdown in Bulgaria. This individual has incredible physical strength.
The second pilot of this L-39 Albatross decides to open his cockpit in an attempt to bail out by parachute, but I think he's having serious difficulties, and this isn't going to go as planned. The Czech-made trainer jet is still moving at considerable speed, creating dangerous aerodynamic forces around the open canopy. This isn't a rocket, but a BQM-167A target drone used by the US military to simulate enemy aircraft during training exercises.
Get more.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the left,
This Boeing C-17 Globemaster III is overtaking another aircraft of the same model mid-flight.
The two passengers were incredibly lucky that day. A miscalculated runway length, and here's the result. Impressive images, but no injuries.
On profite pour remercier les équipes de Air Légende. Merci à toute l'organisation. Ce cœur, il est pour vous. Le cœur avec la...
Air 2025. Typhoon roars with reheat against dark sky. Jets streak. Evening display performs precision maneuvers. Riyadh 2025. A Finnish F/A-18 dives into a high-speed pass as a red kite cuts across its path, a near miss that chills the crowd.
This aircraft is struggling on the icy runway.